Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Maria Trudeau, and welcome back to Starfield. Where last time, we did a huge ship rebuild, and honestly, I think the new ship actually looks pretty bloody snazzy actually. And on top of that, we came up with a plan to infiltrate a secret UC base. However, there is one thing I need to take care of right here on Jemison, and I'm really happy this popped up before we, went over to the secret star station, which, by the sounds of it, I won't be able to leave until we're cocky done. Because apparently, today's the day of Sarah's funeral, and, yes, if I don't attend that within 24 hours, I just miss it. Which I feel like would go down, not well with the rest of Constellation. So, okay, we're kicking off today with a memorial service. And naturally, as feels, deeply appropriate and respectful, in honour of Sarah, I've decided to attend her funeral wearing the exact outfit that she died in. Because I'm genuinely curious if anyone's gonna, acknowledge the fact I'm doing this.
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
I thought maybe I would come up with something to say, but I've got nothing. So, instead, I thought I would quote something that gave me comfort a long time ago. Is God real? The more proper question would be, is reality divine? Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered. What is goodness but a comparison to the good? What is existence but a participation in being? For where the diversity of the universe inspires awe and wonder, it exists only in contrast to a simplicity so pure that it may only be understood as primordial and even divine. Our essence is what was imagined by its mind. But what we consider imagining and what we consider mind are in fact so far beyond our understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny whitecaps on a massive surging sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
And, oh dear. Apparently no one else does. Apart from me, though. Hilariously, the quest marker's pointing me at the door. Like Bethesda's just implying one solution is just run out of the funeral. But, okay. As no one who, knew Sarah for years is willing to say anything, I guess it's up to me, the random miner who, touched a shiny thing a few weeks back. So, here we cocky go, I suppose. And, right. I'm just gonna say, no, that doesn't feel like, the right tone for a funeral. Don't go into the fact she was murdered, then begin your, revenge spree talk. Not the right tone right now. So, one, thank you all for attending. And, oh, no one's, reacting, which makes sense, I suppose, though. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something here. Who's that person at the back there? We've got the members of Constellation here and whatnot, though. Speaking of which, where's Cora and Sam? Were they busy today? I don't know. Who are you? Why are you at the funeral? Okay, we'll check in with who that is later. I've no idea. There's just a person I don't recognize here. By the looks of it, the bottom option is me just going off about how much I want revenge. The top option is me being very emotional and sentimental, and honestly it feels like, inappropriate to call myself a close personal friend of Sarah, given, as I say, I knew her much less than all these other people. Andreja and Sarah, they clearly had a very personal relationship. Sarah was central in welcoming Andreja into Constellation. You should definitely be the one speaking right now. So I'm going to keep it a bit more neutral. And I'm going to acknowledge that Sarah knew about these dangers better than anyone, okay? I'm sure she would have been happy to lay down her life in the name of, like, discovery and stuff. And she was the best among us. Oh, I wouldn't say that. That's kind of Sam, actually. Though, don't say that bit out loud. Okay. I could have saved her, or... Yes, if she was here, she'd tell us to keep going. Like, the third one down, that seems like the appropriate funeral speech. And, I'm gonna miss her for the rest of my life. No, that would definitely be overselling it. Yes, we'll just, like, you know, honor her. That's good.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something.
And by the looks of it... No, only me and Mateo. No one else. Also, oh, hang on, Walter might be about to. And it's cocking Arja!
I don't believe we've met. Ajay Mamasa, former chair of Constellation. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better.
Alright, and also, oh, I think we're having this conversation while someone else is giving their speech right now, but honestly, I'm more interested in, yeah, Arja. So, thank you. Thank you for coming. It's lovely to meet you.
Unfortunately, this isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, you say goodbye to a lot of friends. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. Sarah meant the world to me. She was the future. I knew it as soon as I met her.
So yes, we know all about Arja. Sarah told us about you, and, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm pretty sure Barrett's giving a narration in the background, and we're just talking through it.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Okay, whatever Barrett was saying, apparently it was, yes, not entirely welcome by Noel and others. Also, I found Sam. So him and Vladimir are just, getting drunk at the bar during the service, so, right. We found them, and also, we've got, Cora up top watching from a distance, and, okay, down over here, this one's a bit sad. We've got Sona.
I've lost everything. Again. It's just that I feel so alone. With Sarah, it was like starting a family again. The way she'd smile at me reminded me of my mom. I missed that so much. Now she's gone, and I have to start over, like I did before.
Okay, so Mateo and Walter's flowery speech didn't really do much for me. But that one's actually genuinely sad. I feel quite bad for Sona. Anyway, back to Arja. Now we're not, like, you know, talking through someone else's speech and whatnot. And, oh, go on. As we'll probably never get the chance to ask again. What was Sarah like back in those days? Because I kind of got the feeling maybe there was something going on with you two. I can't remember whether Sarah actually ever explicitly stated it, though.
Exactly the same as when you met her, I bet. Determined. Fearless. With just a small hint of delight on her face when she knew she was winning, eh? My only problem as a mentor was trying to convince her to be more tactful. Those old military instincts would always get her in trouble.
Okay, it is rather sweet that Arja, her old mentor, did show up for the funeral. That's kinda nice.
She could make me so angry, or so happy. We used to joke that we were married. I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they? We're more of a family than an organization. All the former lines bleed together. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together was all the more important. That's how I like to think of it anyway.
Okay, maybe perhaps, yeah. It was an extraordinarily close relationship, and there was a level of, you know, intimacy to it, but it wasn't actually romantic or sexual, perhaps. I don't know. Ooh, and just checking in with the members of Constellation, right. Everyone's got, you know, previous deaths on their mind, so now we know about Irvin, we can ask about, you know, his funeral.
I don't remember. I'm sure I did. I thought when the funeral was over, when everyone went home that night, that it was over. Turns out, sometimes you need more than that.
Alright, by the sounds of it, yes, he's kind of, you know, blocked out a fair bit about the time Irvin died. Which may partly be why, yeah, that whole mysterious message was able to just pass him by without him realizing. Okay, pretty much everyone just wants to be, left alone to be sad right now, so, most of all, I'm kind of curious whether, Vasco's sad. I mean, he's a robot, but robots seem, pretty advanced in this universe. Is it possible that Vasco's feeling grief?
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct.
Okay, he doesn't appear to be, feeling grief, but... Okay, we can actually ask him. Beautiful.
No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data, so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel, as you seem to imply.
Okay, well, bare minimum, at least Vasco's doing okay.
I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming.
Okay, I appreciate that Vasco's trying. You know what? Console away, Vasco.
It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that?
It was very good. Well done, Vasco.
I will note that feedback for later.
Okay, there's some rather sweet interactions, but, yes. I think we're now done with the funeral. So, I'm gonna go have sexy space adventures. You guys, just drink or cry or whatever. I actually just got XP for attending the funeral. Amazing. Okay, over to the Jade Swan. Let's see what we've got, because what's-her-face? She was saying we needed to, talk more about the mission before we set off, so... I suspect, yes, maybe discussing the cover story or whatnot. Also, I can't help but notice that, you appear to have 60,000 credits in your locker. And also a huge, huge amount of other bits and pieces. And it's not actually marked as stealing. So... Right, they don't mind me taking 60 grand out of the captain's locker. Magnificent.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and crab drive. All systems go.
Okay, it's kind of nice to, see takeoff from this perspective, not the weird perspective from outside the ship. That's kind of nice.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
I'm now kind of curious what would happen if, I literally brought Aurora onto the ship or something. That'd be kind of cool, so just, bringing us into dock. Magnificent. Looks like... Okay, you guys have got, a front docking tube. That's kind of nice, actually. My docking tubes are always on the top or the bottom, and, honestly, I don't like it. I should redesign my ship to have it on, the front, somehow or another.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But, if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
Okay, get downstairs, in the vent, to the barracks, grab the uniform. At that point, presumably, we're just going to have to either talk or security our way past anything in our way. So, okay, just remember, you've got space magic. You can use that to make sure, there's no one around. So, okay, we've got Sense Star stuff set. Just down on the ground. I'm not sure whether I'm, officially supposed to be boarding the ship at all. Our story is... we've, stopped in to resupply them, suggesting they must be expecting people to come on board, carrying the stuff they're supplying. So, okay, maybe that's my story. I'm not sure. The point is, okay. We've got cargo haulers, we've got robots, we've got everything. So, we're not sneaking on board. Alright, there's no... Put the shotgun away, John!
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. We need a lot of cargo to keep a station this size running.
Okay. Right. Looks to me like, yeah, I'm allowed in at this cargo area right here. That's all absolutely fine. And yeah, I'd say the checkpoints are pretty clear. You, buddy, you're a checkpoint. So, right. Mosey straight on downstairs, though, to be honest, I mean, upstairs is presumably part of this room too. Just check there's, like, you know, no valuable loot we want to be having. Not really up here. This is just like a catwalk or whatnot. So, right. Mosey on round over here. Use the cargo lift. That's legit because, you know, I'm delivering cargo and whatnot. Hello there. No trouble. No trouble whatsoever. Now, where is... There we go. There's something over here. Optional. Speak to Juan. Ah, the intercom. That's what we're supposed to be looking for.
This is Captain Juan Dayu.
And, alright. I'm in the cargo bay. Just checking in.
And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint.
Okay. So, see what I can do. Lots of ways to get through a locked door. Any other way to get a key? Yes, just check what my options are.
Try eavesdropping on a few soldiers. Maybe one of them will mention a key.
Okay. Now this seems like a cool mission with lots of potential solutions.
Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Okay, so step one, get through this here door, and fortunately, yes, my security is good enough to just get inside. Though by the sounds of it, yeah, there's going to be a key around here somewhere, but we don't need it. And on top of that, I'm just hidden. Right, just crack this open nice and quick. There we go, just crack her open, sneak in, and right. We're now into a bad area, where I'm not supposed to be. So, use my powers to keep track of who's where. So here we go. Into storage. Just one Xeno grub in here. Shut the door behind me. No trouble. No trouble up. I say no trouble. I say no trouble. I say no trouble. I say no trouble. Was that just a really angry Xeno grub? I feel like possibly that Xeno grub was like, you know, judging me or something. So, okay, just mosey on in this direction and to make sure we're, you know, heading in the right direction. So this here, this would be wrong. Alright, don't go in at there. Right, just to refresh my abilities, because, yeah, this is going to be very useful when it comes to sneaking, and looks to me like, yeah, we've got ourselves bathrooms, a dressing room, etc., etc. Whatever's going on in the next room, it feels to me like, yeah, these guys are a long, long way away. Just keep your eyes open. And, oh, okay. That room looks like the easiest. But there's people right facing... No, no, no. Okay. That guy almost detected me. Quickly, 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 quickly. Shut the door behind you, John. Alright. Now, we can get ourselves... Beautiful. We've got ourselves the outfits. Right, shove that on, and now I work for the UC, and I'm kind of curious whether I could literally arrive with, like, you know, a good enough outfit that they would accept it. Like, you know, there's plenty of UC outfits out there. I guess it's theoretically possible. And yeah, now that's on. Are we now into green? If I'm like, you know, there we go, green. So, right. We're now okay for the time being. However, still going to be, you know, maybe a bit on the tricky side to bypass each and every checkpoint. If we, you know, poke around, check the terminals, we might be able to learn something about how to, you know, pretend to be someone else, manipulate the guards, distract them, etc, etc. Okay, we've got a personal profiler here, so if we run into someone called Win, may or may not be important down the line. And speaking of which, right, so Liana Zarimi, that's the person whose outfit I'm wearing, and yeah, this is therefore her terminal, because, you know, it was right next to where she keeps her outfit. So, I've got your stuff. After what you did, and who you did it with, I don't want to see you ever again. Okay. By the sounds of it, maybe something very bad, possibly some romantic confusion occurred involving Liana, Win, and somebody else. Because, yeah, she was 100% looking up Win's profile, so... okay. Something we might be able to make use of, I don't know. Still, bare minimum, we can now, you know, wander around pretty freely. So, just a mosey about, see what else we can find, if anything of note. Okay, I think we may have found the other side of that story here. So, right, an email from Win to Haukea, presumably from, yes, the other email down bottom, Haukea and Gata. Haukea, the other day when you invited me to the security checkpoint for some hand-to-hand combat training, I was not myself. In fact, if I took a blood alcohol test at the time, I think I could have actually proven this legally. As it stands, I cannot. I don't remember a thing that happened, so if you could clear this up with Liana and tell her this non-fact, I'd appreciate it. P.S. I get that what didn't happen left a trail of physical evidence implying that it actually did happen, but maybe you can convince her it was basically nothing. Damn it, I'm screwed, aren't I? So... right. By the sounds of it, yes, Win was very, very drunk, and... I mean, this doesn't reflect well on a Haukea. Like, if she was so drunk she can't even remember what the hell was going on, then Haukea should not have been doing anything with her. And yeah, this must be Haukea's computer, given the emails to Haukea are arriving to it. So, right. I've heard reports you haven't been taking your post at the storage bay as seriously as I had hoped. While these allegations have yet to be substantiated, I've decided to be proactive, and I'm taking measures to maintain unit alertness. You will now be splitting your shift at the checkpoint with another Marine, effective immediately. With these changes, I trust there'll be no more questions about your behaviour going forward. When you're not on your shift, leave your uniform and elevator keycard right. Check the locker at the checkpoint when we go through it. We might be able to get, yes, an elevator keycard there. Beautiful. Okay, I think that's everything we've got here. So, right, mosey in this direction down towards, okay, lounge, mess hall, cargo bay, transport lifts. And remember, I'm not wearing my persuasion gear here, so if it comes to, you know, a chat to not blow my cover, take some Paramore. And maybe, just maybe, you know, keep a polite distance between me and everybody. And watch out for anybody with a name, alright? People without names probably won't challenge me. People with names, they might. Alright, keep on keeping on. We got ourselves... right, well, this here's a checkpoint. Now, is this the checkpoint with, you know, a locker? Okay, I don't see a lock around here. Possibly, you know, there's one somewhere else in this bit of the world. Hang about. Okay, well, I don't see it, so, right, let's see if maybe I can just get in using the disguise.
State your business.
And, yep, just reporting to Command Bay for duty.
Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
Alright, no trouble at all, so, okay. Still no sign of, you know, that locker we were looking for, and, oh, hang on. Is this event, by any chance, going to be expert locked? Because if so, right, you're going to bypass that entire area with sufficient, yeah, security. I passed this earlier, so, right, with expert security, you can just bypass literally all of that, just come straight out here, mosey on in this direction, and yeah, you're already done. Right, I need to find that card that was just mentioned. Oh, except, hang on. Okay, just out of interest, I, like, you know, went up to the thing. Apparently I've already got a card. Did the uniform come with a card? Because I do not remember picking up a card, but... Okay, possibly the uniform had a card in its pocket or something. Right, well, keep on keeping on. Possibly I picked up a card at some point that I don't remember, but seriously, I do not remember picking up a card. I just picked up the uniform, so... okay. We've made it upstairs. I'm still supposed to be here. We can speak to What's-Her-Face, or we can, yeah, just try and get information about the comm spike. Here we go, this will do as a starting point.
If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
Right, so from what she's saying, yes, maybe it's either the uniform that comes with, like, you know, access built in, or a key card. So, yes, if you were to just break in via the vent, you'd still need to get the key card from somewhere.
The uniform won't be enough, though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going down for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
Okay, locate the security office, and right, that'll be that over there. But, I mean, you know, it's a security office. Logically, it's gonna be somewhat secure. We're gonna need security, and maybe more than advanced to get past it. So, okay. Loop around here, let's see what we got. So, right, logistics and security. This is, right, security right here. No one in security. Good. So, okay. Thankfully, that's just novice. Nice and easy. So, just crack you open, buddy. Magnificent. So, right, I need, yes, a clearance code, but it's based on my last name and rank. Hang on, just back out of that for a second. Zurimi. Right, I forgot my own last name there, alright? That's my rank, that's my name. Got it. So, my last name, that is Z, right there, and my rank is right. I've got a selection of options, so it's the one that, yes, goes ZX321D. Got it. Okay, do not forget that. It might go very badly wrong if I do. So yeah, presumably I now could just walk straight forward, and I'm guessing, yeah, there's a logistics area here. This probably is where we might be able to find, I don't know, some vents or something, though we've also got named people around here. Maybe, you know, be a bit careful with the older named people. And here's interesting. Top secret project. So right, people generally don't leave the engineering bay. The other day, some poor engineer named Eubanks came out of Engineering Bay 4 with a box. They'll probably ship him off to RNI 1 and bury him in it. So, Engineering Bay 4, that's gonna be ComSpike. I think we've got everything we can get out of there. So, right, cut to the other side of security. Never mind, that might bypass the, yeah, code entirely. But you'd need master for that. So, don't worry about that. Instead...
Need your clearance code, Marine.
And okay, I've got a code. That's fine.
All right, Ensign, let's hear it.
And the code is, yes, the one that's got 321 in it.
You're clear, Ensign Zaremi.
Okay, and we could have completely bypassed that with master security. So, right, if you've got good security, you could just walk straight through this area. Gotcha. And, ooh, blimey. Right. Big command center of some description. Gotcha. So, okay, we're still looking for information about the ComSpike, but hang about. Is that a turret? Right, we're now dealing with automated security. So, if we could, you know, maybe turn that off in the server room, that would be nice, but I'm not seeing a terminal that I can use. I also feel like I'm getting warnings that I'm not supposed to be here, actually. This area, at least, I'm marked in green. So, right, it's just the side rooms I'm not supposed to be going into by the looksy of it. Just don't go into the server room, okay? And then we've just got, yeah, a series of data access computers here. So, okay. Project approval, project leads. ComSpike! Okay, got lucky on my first random click there. So, right. What we're looking for is UCE 86, located in Engineering Bay 4. Gotcha. And that's led by Dr. Gabriel Vogel. Right, remember all of this. This might be important for bluffing my way past security later. Right, keep on keeping on into the next area. This is like the archives. Being marked as, yeah, green for now. It's just mosey to a data access computer. And here we go. 86, the comm spike. Have a bit of a look-see here. So, yeah, as we already knew, Engineering Bay 4. And by the sounds of it, yes, we need commander approval to go this way. But then again, if I just, you know, manually upgrade my security clearance, there we flipping go. Right, we can go straight to Bay 4. Lovely. So, right, they're all labelled. So, Engineering Bay 4. And now, my card's gonna get me in here. Brilliant. So, right. Watch out for Vogel. And if need be, yeah, we can, like, you know, pretend we're a new member of staff. Like, you know, I'm sciencey. I'm a xenobiologist and whatnot. And yeah, officially, we're still marked as green. Good. Good, good, good. We're fine, though. Final bit of advice from the captain before we go in here. She's been useful so far. Ooh! Though by the sounds of it, right. My ride might be about to go.
It's nothing you've done. You've managed to get through the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to.
Okay, so I just got cocking abandoned. Brilliant.
That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
Right, we need either, yeah, an emergency escape pod or a ship to steal. So, right. Bare minimum, we can use stealth. Though, before we say that, yeah, any advice for the final lab?
I don't know what you're after, but my guess is you're looking for a scientist. It might even help if you pick up a lab coat and use it to blend in.
Okay, change disguise. Got it. Ooh, there's a lot of people here. And hang about. Is that actually the... Ooh. That is not just the cargo bay we came into, is it? No. That over there. The big round thing. That might be the comm spike, or rather... Okay, hopefully not. Because otherwise I'm not sure how we carry that thing out. So, okay, just... check what's going on. And be on the lookout for a new outfit. Alright, I need an outfit. Because right now, I'm really not supposed to be here. Alright, that's like, you know, a mess hall or something. Down over there. I need a bathroom, a changing room, something of that nature. Just stay behind these guys. That is... that's a lab, by the looks of it. That's not what we're after. Hang about, keep on keeping on. And again... that's a lab too. It's just a series of bloody labs, isn't it? Oh! Okay, bare minimum. No one seems to be... Gosh darn it, that one's expert locked. Oh, here we cocky go. It's right here, just around the corner from where we came in. Right. We've got ourselves the scientist outfit. So, okay. Pop that on and that should make people a lot less suspicious. Be flipping beautiful and... you know what? It does have lab access written on it. Maybe outfits just come with their own security cards. I don't know. Right, so now we've got that. Presumably. Yes, indeed. How are you doing, fellow scientist? But unfortunately, still no way to access, yeah, number 2. Though, by the looks of it, hang about. Round here. To number 3. No trouble, buddy. No trouble, as you can clearly see. I'm just a scientist. There we go. We can get into the locked lab. We could have bypassed that guy just by going this way. So, right. I'm guessing, yeah, the guys dressed as Marines, they're the ones we need to be careful of. And something that may or may not be relevant down the line. Right. The engineering and scientific teams are simultaneously developing their own version of the comm spike. So... potentially, there's like 2 comm spike prototypes to steal. One might be easier than the other. And speaking of which, here we go. We've got a vent right here. Just check we are nice and cool. drop down. So, right, we bypassed the mess hall. Just keep on keeping on. Aha! Changing room. Right, so if I didn't already have a disguise, this might be a good spot to, you know, pick one up. But I think we're okay for the time being. No trouble, buddy. No trouble except... Ooh. A test pilot. Okay. That might be, you know, the next level up in disguise. We're proper hitmanning it here. Just, you know, going from disguise to disguise as we get deeper and deeper into the base. But, okay, we're now in, like, you know, a cooking network events here. And apparently we are... Aha! We're looking for a person. Don't forget that, John. We're after a particular person. So, it's going to be you right here. Though, before we speak to you, I think now's time for the drugs. Just a quick hit of the old Paramore, just in case.
Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
I'm gonna be honest, I straight up didn't see the sign and, okay. I shouldn't say I'm with the engineering team, because I'm not dressed as a member of the engineering team, okay? Like, I'm dressed as a member of the science team. And yeah, anyone here would recognise Vogel. Right. I'm doing work on the comm spike. I need access to it.
Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
Okay. So, in the event I just steal the ship, I take the thing with me. 2 for the price of 1.
There are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
And yes, indeed, hang about. That test pilot we just saw, dress up as a test pilot, get in the ship, take it out for a test flight, and then deliver it straight to the Crimson Fleet. Okay, now this works. So, right, I'm your new test pilot, sent by the UC. Lovely to meet you.
Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
Oh no, not in the slightest. So, okay. I'm afraid I can't discuss the reasons, it's classified, but I've been asked to personally fly the ship.
Classified? I'm the head of the comm spike project. I would have gotten word of this ahead of time.
Okay, I could do with that auto-persuade, so... yes, indeed, I was told this was an emergency, my friends.
You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time.
Alright, and I'm the test pilot, plenty of experience.
You do have a point.
And now, right, I'm gonna use the auto-persuade, because beyond that, this is getting a bit risky, with just the right moment to get that 3+5.
Really? Then maybe all of my pestering has finally paid off. Alright, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Nataro's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Okay, now this is a cool mission. Like, you know, sneaking around in vents, maybe talking your way past security, maybe hacking doors open, etc, etc. Oh, this is good. So, okay, ignore the vent. Okay, just lets me cut through to this area. I was saying the locker room for the next disguise. So, hang about somewhere around here. There we go. Want to pilot a space suit. Beautiful. Put that straight on. Marvelous. I mean, okay, it's a terrible suit of armor in terms of defense, but apparently it's going to get me where I need to go. Okay, so back to that starting area. This here, this will be the ship. So we've got to get through into that and, okay, security, engineering, docking, ports, okay. And I've got the password from what's-his-face.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
And yes, indeed I am. Dr. Vogel's given me approval already.
Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center.
Alright, we might need to, yes, persuade the commander to make this happen. So, okay. Hang about. Which one's where? There we go. Schedule a test flight. Probably better we do that rather than, you know, just running for it. Just follow procedure. Everything's gonna be fine. There we go. We've got the password. Authorized a flight. Just add one in. So here we go. Comspike. Beautiful. Pilot is now authorized, so they're not going to shoot me as I'm leaving. And now we should be able to just get straight in and mosey straight on out. Alright, no trouble, lads. No trouble. So, by the looks of it, yeah. Internally, there's nothing too special about this ship, really. Just, you know, one tiny sciencey area down below. Mosey straight on up. Hang on, there was a ladder in the way. Straight through into the cockpits. Hang about here, past the computery McGibbles, and... no, pretty standard tiny cramped thing. Dear flippin' dear.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
And they're fully expecting me to do so they're not gonna shoot me. Just undock.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Alright, so now I'm in a brand new ship. Not a good ship or anything, but weirdly it does have weaponry. Okay, fine. Oh, she's hideous. That's a horrible shade of orange. Just maybe put, you know, everything into the grav drive before they realize anything's wrong. And so long, you stupid losers, off into space I go.
Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Okay, that's bloody clever, actually. Like, on multiple occasions, I've seen on Neon lightning striking the city, and like, you know, they've got a weird protection netty griddy thing that keeps them safe. So, it's been right in front of me this entire time. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. I like that game.
Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward we all split the cash.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Okay, no promises, because I'm pretty sure that, yes, there were definitely at least a couple of missions I hadn't got round to in Neon just yet. But okay, with that done, how about we call it a part there? But next time, okay, sounds to me like we're going back to Neon. And we've got a lot to get on with there, not just the Crimson Fleet business, but also Ryujin. And on top of that, do not forget, yes, there was like, you know, some gang warfare going on Neon. So, right, we've got a lot to get on with in that bit of the universe, so hopefully you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Starfield. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out— Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.